Don't Let Your Deal Go Down is in the key of F, and it has some challenges that come if you're not used to the key of F, or if you're not used to doing some of these chord shapes. Key of F, and the first chord change, D, then to G, then to C, and back to F, and around again to D, G, and C, back to F. I've been all around this whole wide world, been down to sunny Alabama, and Mama always told me, son, never let your deal go down. Oh Lordy, don't let it keeps on going. So the typical kickoff is something I do it a bit like Earl, do it a bit like Charlie Cushman over there on the wall. There's Charlie and Charlie. So it's a little Earl-esque. Now when I get to the backup, I'm going to walk you through some of these chord shapes and how they connect with each other and give you a few little things. Other than that, I'm just going to play it. Here's kickoff. And that played slowly. Now we're getting ready to go in to the backup. I don't know if I can remember exactly everything I wrote down the way I did it, but I wrote it down so I'd have a reference. But it's roughly going to be this. I'm going to start off in this shape. I won't get into the way I teach some of these things, but... It's going to be pretty close to what I wrote. So, if I break that down a little bit, we're going into D first. I want to explain this. Some people are so intimidated by these advanced Earl licks that they forget that he's just connecting shapes. And he's keeping his fingers anchored. So if you're going to switch from this shape to this shape, do it with these two fingers attached. Leave those kids on the bus. And then move these two fingers as you go. Morph them over to the second shape. And allow yourself that looks like it's seamless, but it's not. It's just a matter of these two fingers stay on the string. And keeping point fingers or fingers that don't leave the fingerboard and that maintain contact with the strings, hugely helpful. This one, some of the places you see me slide in the tablature are dependent on where this hand's handy fingers are when I get ready to go to a different shape. So... take some getting used to because that morphs in between two measures and two different chords, your C and your F. And it's noted on the tab. I'm going to post the tab on the website, acousticbox.com. And it goes on to use some shapes that you might not be familiar with. And this is a play on this shape, D. I am playing the third note, the fifth note of the scale, and the flatted seventh note. No root here. But it works, it's fine. And for the G7, I remember those point fingers I'm talking about? I'm going to morph this shape into this one. This is using the 5th note, the flatted 7th note, and the 3rd note of the G scale. Again, no root. It is interesting. The clever use of the right hand that Earl liked to do, that I'm playing off of here, kind of works. Not saying Earl did this either, so don't, this is a Ritchie thing. So I'm going from this D7 to this G7 to this C7, wrapping that thumb around for root 3rd, 5th, root, flatted 7th, roots on the bottom. So this is where you're getting the flatted 7th. For those of you with the chunky wide neck plus the sliding 5th string capo, you'll start converting now. Maybe? Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. So then we count all the way up here to this F. And here's the trickiest part. The trickiest part's not doing this. It's knowing what not to do sometimes. So you got this high tonic F. Slide the whole shape back. Here's the secret to watching someone on stage or on TV who just so smoothly doesn't look like they're putting forth any effort whatsoever. They're being very efficient with their left hand and right hand. So we're going to do the same thing here. That leaves this index finger, or the middle finger rather, climbing back. That's the 5th, 6th, flat 3rd, 3rd. And then take advantage of this point finger, slide back to your shape 2F. So in review. No, that's not it. That's pretty close. There's a few mistakes in there, but the tab is available. If you're watching this on Facebook, it's either available attached to this or it's available at acousticbox.com. And thank you.